God damn.
What that mean, Draco? Oh.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Awareness usually. When that shit's like that, the awareness
has been
won't
waiting
come.
since early in the day to get this one wrapped up. Today's matchup, a battle in the Peach State, and when you square
Lucas
off
sounds
against
very
another
active
team
right
that
now.
was raised on the red clay, the emotion runs a little deeper.
Y'all ready to mess down?
From the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers taking on a team from the ACC.
Just you got to deal with both Luka and Loki.
Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started.
Yep.
Loki, the name of the other baby. What the new baby gonna be named?
It's good. Yeah.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off.
Yeah. So we would.
And the game is underway with a
we said
kickoff out of bounds.
Yeah.
Not the way you drew it up, but a great break.
She said,
for this offense.
"Hell no." Were you streaming, Draco? YouTube?
I'm on YouTube.
First down here for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about sticking out in the belly.
I'm thinking.
Oh, I gotta get my feet set.
Or maybe that's why you had your input back.
So a lot of things going on. I think
What the fuck what is Luka doing?
Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Okay, Luka.
Give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Now the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
in third and long, the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line.
Rusty Ronan.
Big third down stop.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and not his best.
Golly, Luka.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full. They're tacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Now facing a third and long. They go to the ground. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
And we had Jeremy, we had dinner with like Marty and his family and all that. And we were talking about Grayson. Like Grayson's like getting fucking tall, man. And they're talking about apparently there's a formula you can get the mom's height and the dad's height. And there's some formula you can do. And Josie goes like, "Oh, as long as he gets to 5'5", I think we'd be good." I'm like, dude, no. Bro, like, hey, no, there is nobody in my family who's 5'5". Nobody. My mom's only 5'5". She's like 5. She's like 5 even.
The pitch.
Yeah, Josie's like 5 even. Yeah, Josie's short.
How about the defense
But like,
coming up big on 4th and short?
no,
You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box.
I'm 6 foot, man, and like
Georgia State takes over.
my grandpa's like 6'1". Like now,
last time, David, they'd like to be more productive this
like
time
my shortest grandfather's like 5'11".
No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Same. I think I was like 5'10" in like 8th grade, bro, and then I just stayed there. I think I've grown like barely. I grew like 2 inches.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come
I thought we were a big Ron. Ronald was the same way. Ronald in middle school was short.
Shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield.
He's good, man. He's doing a lot better.
And, you know, when we talk about great third
Are you
down,
cool with old girl?
it starts with them getting
What's that?
stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early.
No. I know he left the wife. I'm talking about the new girlfriend.
Yeah, no, they're still together. I think he's wanted to propose.
They'll ride the running back here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Yeah.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down.
Yeah. I met the kid once. He was looking for handouts, bro.
And what a job by this defense early in the game.
Yeah, man, it was like, so he called me one day and he was like, "Hey man, you know, like I had like this guy contacted me. Basically, it was like his dad got with another lady and had, you know, basically him like out of wedlock or whatever. And you know, he's never had like a family. He kind of reached out to him. And so I was like, all right, you know. So and he was like maybe 19 or 20, and or yeah, 21 maybe. And it was, so he was like, "Do you mind like, you know, coming with us?" So I went with him, you know, just so I can, you know, basically be another person there, kind of hang out, so you know, whatever. And I kind of got the vibe like he doesn't seem like he's glad to see family or finally connect with the family. He just seems somebody who was looking to see what they got, if that makes sense.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry. You need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
What was he doing? With Ron?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on.
This is after he got shot? Mm-hmm.
Try to get it on the ground.
That's fucked up, man. Because like, at that point, like Ronald Harry had told me, like, you know, his older sister, the one that graduated like in 01 or 02. So old dude was like saying that he doesn't have he didn't have a place to stay. He was like on the street, whatever. So she like took him in, and she was like, "Hey, you can stay with me until you can get on your feet, not like permanently." No. Man, the older one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder.
It was the older one, the one that graduated from Heights like in 02, 01. So she was like, "Hey, you know, you can stay with me, you know, at my apartment, you know, just." But she made it clear, like I think it was like, "Hey, until you get on your feet, and then you gotta go." But that kind of turned into like he didn't have a job. He would just, you know, couch, playing video games, doing his like his shit on the side to make money out of her house. And she was like, "Nah, man, you can't be doing all that. You know, like this is my home. You know, like." And he got into her phone, and I think he got some like nude selfies from her and threatened to post them if she tried to kick him out. Yes.
And it's up and no good.
And Ron knew about this.
Check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And like, yeah. And it was like it was a thing, bro. That's why I was like, I'm like, really? He
Oklahoma State is ahead early and still
was hanging out with him, and then he got shot. And she thought like, okay, now that he's shot, you know, like he's in the hospital, like she'll like. You know, like, hey man, you know, you're trying to do me dirty when you're good, when you were like healthy, like. And basically when he was in the hospital, she would basically take the shit out of him too, like, hey man, I'm sorry, but kind of deal. I don't know, like that to me. If you try to do me dirty like that, I'm like, hey man. Yeah. And
you're gonna hear this guy's name.
Well, he
they're gonna ride the big fella.
She brought him back in or some shit like that. I don't remember. Yeah. And she was still living with him, or he was still living with her. But she finally ended up kicking him out. Long story short.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're trying to get to it.
Yeah.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's
for sure.
to put up points.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Yeah.
Going up top on first down.
Ron had it pretty rough, man, about 2020. And you know, what it was like, I think they were already kind of having some issues or whatever. And like when 2020 happened and he lost his job, it was just like, all right, well, because Ronald was making good money, man. Like,
quickly out to the tight end. Won't back down from anyone.
Kroger.
Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch
Yeah.
and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time,
if you can look it up, so like during COVID, these grocery stores, they cleaned up. They made so much money. Like, people think that the opposite. No, these grocery stores, were killing it. And no bullshit. I work in the industry that's very closely related to all the grocery stores in Houston, like all the commercial refrigeration, and I was hearing rumbling that Randall's was going to pull out of the Houston market. Randall's was getting their ass kicked by Kroger, Walmart, and H-E-B. That, you know, Randall's just became like a place for like rich people shops. You know. Yeah, well, there's still a few. I mean, there's some. Yeah, they're scattered, but they were, and that's only because like they were in the process of like I was hearing a lot of rumblings that Randall's was getting ready to move out of the Houston market. They were pulling out because they're getting ass kicked. And then, dude, 2020 happened, bro. Dude, they all killed it. Everybody was shopping.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Some of that brain name shit.
Wait for this game to be over.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Oh, yeah.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one.
That's where I was getting my toilet paper. That's why I was getting my toilet paper too, bro.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Yeah, for sure. But if you look at it, going back to like Ron, like if you, so they, if you can Google it, so Kroger let go of like 300, like it was like 200 or 300 people in upper management because of COVID, you know, where they got laid off, whatever, because of COVID, you know, quote unquote. But what it was, Ron was saying like pretty much somebody in corporate was like, all right, this is our time to really, this is what we have to fire all these people. And so what they did, they looked at, you know, upper management, and he's like, who's getting paid way too much? And Ronald was like making like 20 grand over his position, stuff like that. Ronald was making like 90-some K a year as an assistant store manager. And it's like, he's like, bro, there's some places, there's some Krogers that their store managers making like a little over that, like barely over that. He's like, much less being an assistant. He was like, and his store wasn't even like a super busy store. He was like in Missouri City. So he was like, he was getting paid way too much. So they were like, it wasn't a performance thing. It was just like, you're gone. Dude, and he was like, man, as soon as they fired him, the one started kicking. And it was just like, you know, because, you know, they were living pretty comfortably, but, you know, as soon as that shit happened.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Her mom died, yeah.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
Wants to throw. It's Gibson. Looking to the big tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the
Yeah,
second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, he was.
Not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
He was kind of on the moment, and what it was, he was like, man, he was like, every time, like, he was like, you pull somebody over, and he's like, oh, you're just pulling me because I'm black. And he's like, no, man, I'm pulling you over because you're fucking, you're speeding, or I'm pulling you over because you haven't got your car inspected in 5 years.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
He bought a house in Ocampo.
Go up top on first down. And the pass hits.
Yeah. So he was like renting his house from his lady, and you know, he really liked the house. I mean, it wasn't big. It was just, it's just him. It's probably like a 1-bedroom house. It was, just something small. And the owner died, and the lady who was renting to him passed away. And all of a sudden, he was still paying his rent and all that, to basically for kids. And his kids was like, "Hey, we're gonna sell the property. We don't want a rental house." And he was like, "Well, can I buy it?" So they kind of gave him first dibs, and he bought it.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative point.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road.
No, man, he's doing way better, bro.
Trying to get to it. A little screen to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the
he has such a bad back now.
At the right time. Running back gets it in his hands.
He's constantly taking he's in pain. He has to take pain pills for his back, which is an issue in itself,
And this is why this team is losing this game.
But he was telling me man, during the hurricane, he ran a pain meds, and he was like, bro, that shit fucking sucks. I was like, man, that's not good. You're that reliable on him either, yo.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got.
Man, well, he regrets it, but he was having some back issues, and he went to a specialist, and the first thing they told him hey, well, you have a nerve that's kind of pinched between your bone and this and that. I forgot what it was. So they told him well, you need to shave down a bone in your back. So yeah, to relieve pressure off your spine, off of that nerve. So he did it, and he was like, okay, and this is back in the day when he was still married, and still worked at Kroger. So he was like, oh, okay, so he did it thinking like that was gonna fix the issue, and he was like, man, honestly, it probably made it worse.
And he tacks on the extra point.
So he's been in chronic pain. I mean, he was already in pain, but now it's like chronic pain. And I was like, man, he probably should have got a second opinion about that because it sucks, man. But man, probably, especially something like that. Like the thing about back, man, like like everything else, man, like modern medicine is fucking great. But like backs, they're still kind of like. Once you have back surgery, man, it ain't never the same.
After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And running backs are so
elusive.
You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the
He's still the same size, or is he gain weight?
That's the extension of it's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Right back to the well.
Yeah.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be.
That's what Ronald was saying. Like, man, before he had that back surgery, he said he wishes he just like try to lose weight, work, because now. When I lost all that weight in like 2019, and I kind of got him doing it, and then he lost like 100 pounds. And now, like, he knows what to do. Like, now he knows what to eat and what to do. Like, we both know what to do. It's hard, bro. You just got to do it. It's discipline.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field, or what the distance is, there's a chance. We still might go for it.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down.
Yeah.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gets it out to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position.
You ain't see Draco for that bullshit.
Everything's easy when it's on time and you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
God damn, bro. Why not throwing so many fucking picks?
Yeah, I'm happy too.
Not me, not you. I'm talking about me. I'm telling you, too. I'm like, oh, this guy got the fucking corner beat by 5 yards. All of a sudden, the corner jumps out of nowhere. It's like,
It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there.
Yeah, you saw I kept on moving him. I like he come right at
now
me.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
29 Philly.
On the move, it's Kane. Still on his feet.
Nice.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective at the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Oh, he missed. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 27 to UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going
All
on
right, fellas.
elsewhere.
All right, bro.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
I'm waiting for them to finish so I can change and stuff.
Sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try to pick up the first. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught
it. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Gibson. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Back to pass, it's King. He's taking the shot. And that pass is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Defense calls a quick timeout there. Perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's got great speed. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jukes his way for more. Powers through. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Maddox. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense is just...
The ball pops out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. There's such... I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Offense calls a timeout. Big down coming. They want to talk it over. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Open space at the 25. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Ready to try the point after. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll try the right side. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He finds his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's King. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bush. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and then you get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gibson. Setting up the screen. Across the 25. He's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Third down conversion is always a
scrambling.
huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
They'll go with the direct snap. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
29 Philly.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got it. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's bad, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bush. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make him honor the run. Make him know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And off from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Off play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I did an audible, and apparently my team got confused. So.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Off he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. And makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Trying play action. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Maddox. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Get set.
Looking downfield, it's King. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. Just what they had hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here and he loses the ball deep in his own end. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
325.
Motion from the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Beasley. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And what a surprise. The offense will stay on the field to try it yet again on 4th down. 0 for 5 so far. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage.
Take a D, Franco.
Nowhere to go with the football.
Take a D.
Completion, and this one is all but over.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another Reese